Oh, hello everybody! Welcome to episode 2 of the Speil. We haven't recorded one of these in months.
We also haven't done much in months except for Pro Bono, which you guys hopefully watched and enjoyed because you're going to be making more of that. We got our registered cameraman and new member of Almost Handsome, Jonah Rice. You know him from the podcast. You know him from
first blonde guy to be part of Almost Handsome. We've never had somebody blonde on the.
Also, actually,
I'm shutting off this goddamn
fact,
podcast.
First handsome, almost handsome member.
Also true. That can be agreed upon.
No, I think we're shooting for sort of longer podcasts with these. Like we used to do like 30.
We'll probably do like 45 minutes or so.
An hour or something like that.
Somewhere in between that time. Or, I mean, fuck it, we'll just go until it feels right.
Yeah.
I want to make movies for
Well, also, you moved recently, and you're now in the same city I am.
Yeah, we were living about 2 hours away from each other. He moved to...
He was on the West Coast, I was on the East Coast.
Was it Boise, Indiana is the name of the city we live in now?
Wichita, Kansas.
Wichita, Kansas, yeah. I lived in Versailles, Kentucky, 40383, and he moved to Wichita, Kansas. And I recently moved out there to be closer to Jeffrey.
Yeah.
It's going to be
media out here, so that's why we came.
Jonah does not live out here, but we're going to try and fly him out as often as we can for each episode.
I'm actually being Skyped in right now because I live all the way down in Texas.
Yeah, it's unfortunate, but yeah.
Oh,
for the podcast, we'll Skype him in, and then to get him on Pro Bono, we'll fly him every single time.
Congrats with, that you can still Skype during the hurricane.
Yeah, well,
just passed by.
Yeah, the hurricane's over.
Well, it just passed by.
Yeah. Fortunately, my house was the only one on the entire street that wasn't touched. Like, not even a little. Yeah. Paint isn't even scratched. Like,
that's what we like to call God loves members of Almost Handsome more than anyone else in the human race.
And I'm pretty sure it's good. Because we're handsome.
Just one of us, just Jonah.
For this food. Okay. Damn, we don't like to plan these because we feel like it comes out super forced because we used to plan them.
Yeah,
and they came out very forced.
No, the first two were pretty good.
The first two were good, but then
that's because we plan interesting things and not boring troglodyte bullshit.
You guys smell pee?
No, I don't smell pee.
It might be me.
That's what, you fucking piss? What do you mean it might be you?
No. Maybe I'm just smelling something weird. I didn't pee.
You want to talk about maybe how we decided Jonah would officially be part of it? Jonah. That was kind of like a random thing.
Yeah, I guess I don't even think I was a part of that discussion. So
no, we were there. We were on a roof at that time. It was the scene. It was right after we filmed the final scene
of the first episode of Pro Bono.
Yeah. Okay, I was there.
Yeah, and that day you just happened to be free, and we were like, "Do you want to shoot? Because we need somebody to help us." And you're like, "Yeah, sure," because I got to go back home anyway. And we were shooting in the town that you live in, and so we were...
In Texas.
Yeah, in Texas. And so then he started shooting with us, and it ended up working.
He just kind of naturally took to literally everything we said and got almost every single facet of what we were trying to get him to do perfectly. He was just doing it all right first time. And so we were just like, hey, Jonah, you're good at everything and better than us, and we need you to improve our channel. And he was like, hell yeah, I've been waiting for years for this question. I just thought it was going to come from somebody that was worth a damn. And so...
that's a quote.
Yeah. Well, we made him a part of Almost Handsome.
Yeah. On a roof. And then...
Middle of Dallas.
We were on the roof from the hurricane.
We were in the hurricane on a roof.
Get above ground.
In a house. Yeah. We got as high as possible.
We're just trying to stay afloat out here, guys.
So while we were in Dallas, actually, I don't know if you guys saw it. I only want to have a few minute conversation about this because it's not old, but it's not. I don't know.
I don't
Did
care
you guys see it?
Go ahead.
You guys see it?
I saw it. I really liked it.
No, I haven't seen it yet.
You haven't seen it?
Yeah.
It was
I intend to. I don't know.
Jerk.
I don't go out a lot. I tried to find it online.
Jerk.
You also can't drive.
No.
You also shouldn't be finding it online. That's stealing.
Oh.
I like this movie. I like this movie. I wouldn't pirate this movie.
No,
I want to pay for it, but I don't really have a means if it's not a weekend. And I'm going out with
I saw it on Saturday at 6 p.m. It was very good. It was still pretty packed? Yeah, it was still crowded. It was the 2 days after it came out.
I think I saw it Friday. Was Friday the day it came out?
Yes.
I am...
Yes, actually, because Finn was tweeting about it a lot.
Yeah.
It was
all him now.
Oh, Finn Wolfhard? Star of the movie?
He's very funny in that movie.
He is very funny. I mean, he's like one of the most important characters in it.
Well, it's about this club, the Losers Club.
Yeah.
There are some more important than others. He is one of the
He's definitely one of the dialogue heavy characters. He's dialogue Harry. That's what I just said.
He's
covered in hair.
He has a head full of it.
Yeah, I thought the movie was good, except for the part where they break out into song and dance towards the end. I didn't get that.
That was just too much, huh?
I didn't get that part.
It was right. It's Pennywise the dancing clown. I just didn't know that was a literal thing.
No, and I mean...
Catchy musical number, but a little out of place, gotta say.
Yeah, I didn't get all that, So... go see it. It's a good musical that just came out.
There is something.
Broadway.
If we're making recommendations, there's a movie I actually want to talk about really badly. It's Wind River.
I haven't seen it.
Wind River is fucking incredible.
I didn't know what that is.
Anyone who liked Hell or High Water, which came out last year, and likes anything that parallels the Western that's modern, kind of like Breaking Bad does, things that take classic Western tropes and bring like a fresh, new, modern idea to them.
Yeah.
Anyone who likes that type of thing should familiarize themselves with this director and with Wind River specifically, because it is so fucking good, intense, genuine, and emotional. It's my number one movie of this year so far, and I've seen basically everything that's worth seeing from what I know. I try to go see as many movies as I can.
See, I was gonna do that, and then I just don't see movies unless I really, really want to see them. Because I wanted to see Baby Driver, I wanted to see Dunkirk. I was talking to someone we all know, he may listen to this, I don't know, but Rob, do you remember Rob, who I played lacrosse with?
Yeah, I know Rob.
Yeah, he saw Dunkirk 5 times in theaters because he said he really liked it.
I saw it twice. I thought it's really good.
I wanted to see that. I wanted to see that. I wanted to see Baby Driver, and I wanted to see. There were 4 movies I wanted to see this year. There's Baby Driver, Dunkirk, The New Planet of the Apes,
and the Emoji Movie.
Yeah, and but The New Planet of the Apes just because I really like that whole trilogy, and then the one I just saw, which was It.
And the only one you've seen is It?
No, I've seen It and The Planet of the Apes.
God, Planet of the Apes is kind of weak, huh?
I liked it a lot.
Oh, well.
No, I really liked it just because I like that whole series, and Andy Serkis Clown is really good.
Andy Serkis is really fucking
good.
Yeah,
I really like him specifically as Caesar. But yeah, over the past few months, because I don't know, all of our friends like movies, and Seth, you're very into movies. You have a whole channel dedicated to specifically that type of media, whether it be TV or
just media,
motion picture,
everything but radio. I guess. Everything visual.
Review fucking radio.
What's your favorite? I really like K-Love. I'm just a Christian K-pop fan, and I can't get enough of it.
But over the past few months, I've been realizing I was like, you know what? I do like movies and like to analyze them and stuff, but I was like, I can't. I'm not like how you are, where I want to go see every movie.
Seth, I like movies. I'm just not a fucking nerd. And God, I just can't stand whenever you talk so much about shit you like.
I'm glad you get where I'm coming from. No, I'm kidding. But no, but I don't know what it is, but going to see a movie in theaters, I think I realized what it is. I think there's obviously there's more than 2 types of people, but for this analogy, there's only 2 types of people.
Sure.
There's people that like to go see almost every movie because they just want to see it. They want to see whether it's good or whether it's bad. They want to see, it in a theater, and they like being in a theater more than watching it at home or something, which I will admit that in a theater is way better than anything. It is a movie, the new one.
Yeah.
It's a type of movie that I think you kind of have to watch in a theater because of, you're with everyone.
It's like that roller coaster experience.
Yeah.
It's a lot more fun if everyone's there. Yeah.
Exactly. But, and then who I am personally is I like to go to the theater, but it's not as all right, let's go see if I like this. I want to know I'm going to like it sort of thing.
Before you spend money on it.
Yeah, exactly. I want to be all right, I follow this movie for a little bit. I know I want to like it, and I know I'm probably going to like it, and I want to go in there. So, that's why I went to see Planet of the Apes as opposed to,
That's fair.
Yeah, exactly.
It's before you buy an album, you want to be familiar with the artist and know that you want to like the music on the album and that you're going to before you spend $20 to own it.
Yeah, but then there are some things that I kind of kick myself on afterwards. Baby Driver was one I hear that you and you even said it in your review. Go watch it in a theater.
Baby Driver's it's one of those movies that's a better experience if you don't watch it.
I should go watch it in the theater. And at that time, it was already 4 weeks old, and in the movie lifespan, that's out long. That's a long time being out. And so I ended up missing it afterwards. So
it's weird because the reason that I like to go see movies is a lot different than the fact that, like, people talk about the theater experience and they always involve, like, the audience that's there with them. But I love going to see movies in theaters because I like movies so much. And it gives me an opportunity to really appreciate every aspect of the movie just because you could take it all in. The speakers are booming and the screen is awesome. And, you know, it's like, it's the best that it will ever look and sound. You can't replicate that at home. Oh, yeah. But I don't really like being, like, around other people in the audience and stuff. Because a lot of the time, specifically in the case of It and other horror movies, or anything that's supposed to generate,
really
like...
frustrated during It, and I'll tell you after you say your thing.
It's like... Okay, this is just an example, because generally there will be one thing, if I go to a full crowded theater, there will be at least one thing that's going to set me off and almost delude my opinion of the movie just because the audience is going to bother me. Yeah. And in It was like this, there was this old couple, I'm talking like 60s, 70s, and it was blowing my fucking mind. Because all the scenes where there's these poor children getting like mangled, ripped to shreds, torn apart, they were, they were like, literally like, what? Yeah. What? Like laughing like maniacs at the most horrible shit I've ever seen. And I was getting pissed. At one point I actually said, what the fuck is your problem? Like under my breath. Because it was like a super intense scene. Yeah. Everything is like, it's really, really well shot. And there's like a lot of good build up.
Don't tell Jonah which scene.
Which scene? The one with Ed when he falls through the floor.
Oh, I love that scene.
Yeah, it was like
it's fucking... a great scene.
Yeah, they spend like literally like 5 minutes building up to this
trailer.
It's exactly. It's the climax of this. It's the entire. It's like okay,
the first arc climax.
In this cut, it's building up to this moment, and this moment is so fucking scary. Yeah, and there's this fucking old fart right there in the front row.
He's gonna fucking die.
Yeah, it was making me so angry.
I had that problem too. Not like to that extent. They weren't laughing at everything. But Richie's character, Finn Wolfhard's character, is a big comic. He's a big comedian character.
He's a goofball. He likes to make voices.
It's not a spoiler to say, because this is in the book. It's in the first movie, or it's in the first 2 TV episodes.
It's just his archetype. That's not a spoiler.
Well, you know, It in the book, like he in the book, it's a flashback sort of thing. Like they're old.
The adults are reminiscing on what happened when
he grows up to be a comedian on. In the book, since it's in the 50s, he's
he's on the radio. Yeah.
And then on the TV version, he's a TV comedian.
Yeah.
Who's really popular.
Exactly.
So it's not a spoiler to say he's a funny guy.
Yeah.
In the new movie, he's hilarious. There were 2, I'm not going to say them just because Jonah hasn't seen it, but there were 2 lines, one specifically that got me so fucking hard that I say it now as a reference just to that. It's so funny.
Which one?
It's the beaver one.
Oh, the beaver one was good.
I fucking love
Blow Your Dad was probably...
That was a good one.
Was that the other one?
Yeah, I like that one.
Blow Your Dad killed me.
I like that one too.
I feel like it sucks because like Richie's hilarious, right? Mm-hmm. Awesome character. Finn Wolfhard's like the best child actor there is right now.
Oh, he's great.
But Bill, the main
he's a great
the Tommy Pickles of the Losers Club, was doing a fantastic job.
He's kind of overshadowed.
Yeah, because Richie kind of steals the show. Mm-hmm. Finn Wolfhard's just so like bombastic and energetic that it's like your eyes and your ears are always waiting for what he's going to do, and Bill is more important in the narrative and kind of gets overshadowed.
Jonah, how's it going since you haven't seen it?
I don't want to talk about this for a minute, says Jeffrey, as we go on for 10.
Well, okay, back to what I was saying, like about the theater though, it was like, since he was so funny, like there would be things that aren't funny, and they would laugh at it.
Yep. Yeah, like, I know what you're talking about.
Like there's a moment when I can't say anything, but Pennywise gets really close, and like stuff happens with him and another child, and people laughed at that. Because he's saying like, oh my god, what? Like, why would...
Like, Richie's like freaking out.
Yeah, they'd all do this, and then people were like, oh, ha, he's freaking out. That's so him. It's like, no, guys, it's not. Like, that's not a joke right now.
That's not him. That's him being scared of demons and everyone else,
he's
too.
He's afraid he's gonna die. But that's what got me wrong. But back to, like, movies and everything. One thing I have noticed, though, is over the past few months is I don't watch as much movies as I do. I'll watch trailers for anything. Because I really like trailers specifically.
I think I know what that is.
Trailers. Yep. I like to do I like to, and I sometimes I talk to myself as if I'm on a podcast when I drive or like something like that.
I do the same thing. I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, and like I'm actually talking out loud too. And I just say like, and I was like, you know what? I think what it is like I like taking something from, be it 10 minutes of footage to 2 hours of footage, and taking out the parts that I think people will go, oh, that looks real cool. I want to see that. Like generating interest off of these you take a 10-second clip from here, you take a 5-second clip from.
It's how to advertise something that's that big. There's so much to it, and you advertise it in 2 minutes.
And that's one thing it did real well was the fact that their advertising, their marketing was fantastic, dude. Because everyone knew it was coming out. And
it's super funny.
Everyone wanted to see it.
We're actually like polar opposites here because I watch every movie and analyze it from like a cinematographer's or editor's perspective, and then I don't watch trailers. Yeah. I haven't watched a trailer in 7 years.
But I saw it with Zeke, and he refused to watch the trailer. Because I was like, hey, let's go. I was like, have you seen the trailer? Because it's my favorite trailer right now.
Yeah.
Not for video, like for everything. Because I break it down into groups. Like for video games, I have a specific one. For movies, I have a specific one. Right now, it is the
That's
best
your favorite trailer.
Because the sound design was like the wah, 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 wah. That's a really
Sure.
It's a really good one. And then also when he's saying, you'll float too, over and over and over again. It freaks. You haven't seen the trailer.
I feel like the You Float Too thing. Because when it happened in the movie, I'm like, have I heard that somewhere? It probably like came on TV.
It's the main marketing thing, and so I understand why if you haven't seen the trailer, they're saying that over and over in the movie, and you're like, what the fuck? Who's floating?
No, I knew Who Floats Too because of the book, but it's like, I don't know, I never follow advertising campaigns for movies just so that before I go into a movie, I'll read reviews from critics that I'm familiar with and I like.
Yeah.
And if I'm familiar with the director or people that were involved with the production of the movie, that's what'll make me excited for a movie.
Yeah, that's what
I try not to get excited because the advertising or like...
But that does ruin some movies.
See, it could do this thing for me where if I get a stigma about anything before I go into it, be it a game, a movie, even an album, even a character, like specifically in anything. Like if there's like one character that somebody's like, oh, they suck. Because I've heard that outside opinion and it's from someone that I trust... And I know it's hypocritical to say that I like reading those critics' reviews that I do trust.
Yeah.
But at the same time, if it's like a personal opinion or like an advertisement, and it makes me think I'm not going to like this X thing about whatever, then I'll go into it and almost for sure not like it. Yeah. Because I expect it to not like it. And I don't want that. Because sometimes I'll watch a trailer... I'm like, well, damn, that looked like ass. And then I'll go see the movie, and I'll spend the entire movie trying to find out why I think it's ass. Oh, yeah. But it's really just my brain, like, you didn't like the trailer, the trailer. But I'm, like, trying to overanalyze everything, and I can't find a flaw. And then I get even more pissed, and I'm just like, I don't know, just wasn't my thing.
Oh, yeah. And there are definitely, like, sometimes when I'll watch a trailer, and I'll look at it, and I'll be like, that wasn't a good trailer. I didn't like that at all.
Sure.
And then I won't go watch. And like I could have liked it, And like Baby Driver, I think it had a good trailer too. But like
that's an example.
It did.
Keep
it
going.
had a
Keep
good
going.
trailer.
I did not think it was a good trailer.
Okay, actually, I was being a little bit nice because I know you liked the movie.
No. I feel like the trailer's really.
You said it didn't do it justice.
Yeah, that was one of the few trailers I'd seen because it was one of the trailers that played before a movie that I'd seen previously. So it was like I thought it really misrepresented the film as a whole. And kind of fucked with me because I walked into it thinking I wasn't going to like it.
I remember I was like, I kind of want to go see Baby Driver, and you go, I don't really want to see it because you quoted that girl, and he goes, how you doing, baby?
Yeah,
it was like
she was hamming up the accent, and it just came across as one of those like the normal awesome sports car movies. And I didn't know that Edgar Wright was directing it at the time because in the trailer they don't throw that shit in your face. What they pop in your face is, hey, look who's in this movie. You familiar with this guy? He was in Fault in Our Stars. You like Fault in Our Stars?
The one thing that I absolutely hate when be it game trailer, movie trailer, any sort of trailer, is when they release it early and they'll get reviews and they put those reviews in the trailer. I hate that. That to me feels like a cop-out. You're like, look, other people said it was good. Here it is in the trailer.
Right.
Like, you need to take what you made and show me parts of it that make it good, that make me say, hey, I want to see that. Don't show me other people's words that make me say, oh, I want to see that, because I don't care about what they think. I want to know what I think about the movie and about how it is, like...
That's another one of the reasons I like to try and go in blind, is so I can form my own opinion on it before I get anyone else's. And the things that I was talking about where I'll read a review before I go see it, those specific reviewers are people who remain extremely neutral and just give a very objective... unbiased, this is what the movie is, it does these things well, it does these things bad, do I want to go see it because it did those things? And it's like, I feel like so many film reviewers are like, sorry to call out an entire industry like this, because it's probably not mostly true, but I read a lot of film reviews.
A lot of them.
And most of them are synopsises of the movie, and aren't film reviews, and that pisses me off so bad, because if I wanted to know what the movie was about, I'd read a synopsis. What they'll do is they'll explain who the characters are, where they fit into the story, and what the story is, and then 3 seconds of, it's really not that good. Yes. It's like the last paragraph, they'll like force all of this humdrum generic labeling into it, and it's like what you should be doing throughout the entire review is explaining why these labels fit this movie and then doing the humdrum bullshit in the last paragraph or the first paragraph to hook people in. It's like, that's stupid.
Oh, yeah. I think that a lot of, specifically a lot of the YouTube reviewers, they are afraid to say something's really good or really bad. They always stay in that really middle ground where they're like, specifically the ones that, like, the 2 or 3 that I watch, they're always like, oh, yeah, guys, it was all right, but, like, it wasn't great. Let me know what you think.
Yeah,
and, like,
people on YouTube are just too safe for work in general. Exactly. And they're forced to be now, essentially.
The one that I watched on it, he was like, yeah, it was an all right movie. And the comments were pissed because, like, okay, it was a good movie. That, like, technically, and, like, this isn't a spoiler, but technically I don't think it should be classified as a horror movie. It's more of, like,
it's a thriller.
It's a thrilling coming together or coming of age.
Coming of age, yeah. It's coming of age, it's hard to put a genre on that.
It's not really a genre. But that's
it's definitely it's thematically very much a coming of age movie. But like, if I was to label it, it'd probably be like dark thriller or horror thriller.
Exactly, suspense.
Yeah, it is suspenseful.
Yeah, but it's not a horror. Then there aren't a ton of great horror films like.
Okay, hold on. You probably only know modern horror.
No, I know a few old ones. Like I like The Shining. I like.
Okay.
Fuck, I'm trying to think of the Thing. That's not. Is that a horror?
The Thing?
Is that a horror or is that a thriller?
I mean, horror and thriller
together. That was fantastic.
Genres are really just loose labels to describe what a movie is. You can't really judge it in that's very hard to do. To say I don't like anything out of the genre.
No,
just because everything has something important to offer, and there's a lot of really good horror movies. It's like, I don't know, you can't just throw them all in that one area. The only thing that I feel like genres are there for are to make them easier for people to find. Like, it used to be in movie stores, but now it's like online. Well, I like horror movies. I like comedy movies. They'll hit that little, like, label, and then all these things. It's like a big broad umbrella that a bunch of different stuff can fit into.
Oh, yeah.
Most of them don't have that much in common other than the fact that they'll make you feel a certain way.
Yeah,
because I did feel scared during it. Like, I was scared.
There are a few parts where I got legitimately scared.
I was pretty freaked out through most of the movie.
Oh, yeah. Through most of the movie, I was definitely, like... Even the parts where it was, like, you know, calm, I was still like, oh, like, I was kind of like tense. I was like, what's going to happen
exactly.
next? We've been talking about it for a long time, so we're going to change these topics now.
What are we going to change subject to, Jeffrey?
Jonah, give us a topic, because you're also here and haven't talked in, like, 20 minutes.
Yeah, I mean, you know I love movies, and you know I've seen it. I do like movies,
Well, what's your favorite movie? We can start there. Oh wait, you struggle with this hardcore, don't you?
Yeah, because I'm easy to please. I'll pretty much if I pay money for it, I'll probably like it just because I'll find a way to like it.
That's probably a good thing.
Yeah,
I feel like you probably enjoy what you see more often.
Yeah,
like
there aren't many movies that I don't like.
Did you see the Emoji Movie?
Yeah.
Did you like
it?
No, we
saw it together.
Really?
Yeah. It's hard to like that movie.
That is.
But I bet.
Wow. But I didn't have a bad time.
Exactly. Like I bet you're not like as mad about it.
We made jokes and stuff
as other people are.
Unfortunate to those kids in the theater with us, but we made jokes about it during.
Dude, it was crazy. There was like Kaylee's little sister. Like I was talking to her, and
did she not like it?
No, she was she was excited for it. And I was like crazy. I was freaking out. I was like, is this fucking working? I was like, is it? I was like, did they know exactly who to market their audience for, and it fucking worked? I was like, I thought kids would be like an Emoji Movie. Why the hell would I want to see emojis? And then she came in with like a pillow and stuff, and I was like, oh, what is this? She was like, oh, it's from the Emoji Movie. I can't wait to go see it. And like,
did she like it?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure she liked it.
Dude, fuck. This is what was crazy. This is what blew my mind. Maybe the most about the entire movie is that whenever me and Jonah went to see it, how many times do you think we heard a child laugh?
Was it like none?
None.
I don't think there... Well, mostly just because it was like... Kind of like bad adult jokes and advertisements.
Okay, that's what I heard.
That's like the whole
in the review that I watched, the person was talking about how like it was a kids movie for kids, but the kids didn't get the jokes because they were targeted towards audience.
They were targeted towards
like adults. I mean, not audiences.
Well, it's like the demographic they were going for is one that doesn't
all
exist.
Over the place.
Yeah, it's just like adults who are that into emojis.
Yeah, but that also have really shit senses of humor, and we're gonna make every fucking joke as predictable and forced as possible.
Well, I hear that Dropbox is impenetrable to malware.
Dude,
So.
There's like, listen, there's like a big portion of the movie that is like about the Just Dance app.
Oh yeah,
the Just Dance app is it's just crazy.
By the way, rest in peace, Just Dance lady.
Oh yeah, that's something we should fucking talk about on this podcast. That was something that freaked me the fuck out, and I know that if I was a kid, yes,
what happened?
It would have screwed with me. Because
all
right,
all the emojis were whatever. No, like there's like a
hell.
She deletes apps or things from her phone.
The bad woman is deleting apps and emojis. They
go to like a hell for like 24 hours and then they're just wiped completely.
Yeah, it's like a cyber graveyard. It's like the recycle bin or whatever, but on a phone, even though that doesn't really exist.
And like the humans in the movie don't look like humans, but the human in Just Dance looks like a real girl.
She does,
and she gets sent to the hell
for no reason. It's like an accident that the Just Dance girl gets sent there.
It's just like going off in class or something, and she's like, just dance, and then she deletes it.
Yeah, exactly. And because she deleted it, this Just Dance girl gets put in the cyber hell, and like the next time it shows her, she's surrounded by. I'll talk about why they're there in a second because that also pissed me off. Internet trolls and tons of these emojis that they have to come in and save. And it's like all this stuff is down there and she's just like bawling her eyes out. Looks like
doing
a real
the
girl.
Macarena, just crying.
It's like this,
dance, lady, dance.
She's just like trying to cope with the fact that she's going to die forever.
Yeah, she's like begging for help and is crying. And then at the end of the movie, it like everything gets wiped and all the good emojis that were down there get saved, and everyone but the internet trolls and the Just Dance girl. Everyone gets saved, but the Just Dance girl who dies in hell. She it's like the last shot of her was her like why with tears running down her face, and then like the portal to hell closes, and then the end of the movie leaves them there. It is like where Bing Bong goes in Inside Out.
Yeah, it's pretty much exactly what Bing Bong. Well, it is sad.
Bing Bong's actually legitimately upset.
It was
listen. Inside Out is a good movie.
Inside Out's a great movie. Bing Bong is a character. The Just Dance girl isn't, but she did look and sound like a human more than anything else in the movie did. So when she gets tortured to death, it hits home and blows your mind. Like what?
And there's just a bunch of kids that are like, "Oh, that looks like my parents."
Yeah, that's exactly. And it does. It looks just like a 20 to 30-year-old woman who died in hell. Back to the internet trolls thing.
Didn't the guy say that like it really empowered women, and now you're telling me?
Oh, TJ, fuck that, dude. Listen, everyone that was involved with this movie.
That movie blowed.
They tried to make it did blow. They tried to make such a big point about how this movie is. It's making socio-political strides. There's women that are breaking the glass ceiling.
Literally breaks through a glass ceiling.
The symbolism in this movie is gonna blow your fucking mind, man. But actually, what happens is that there's internet trolls in the movie who are writing mean movie reviews. And you know what it is? It's the fucking director and the writers trying to call out the people that were going to give it a bad review. Like, they were just discrediting film reviewers, right?
Yeah.
And, like, there's these fat, disgusting, neck-bearded... Like, they were literally snot
They look
gloves.
like boogers.
They do look like boogers.
Oh, my God.
It's fine. Water just spilled. We'll keep going. But, yeah, the fucking boogers are like, we like to make fun of movies, and then they get sent to hell. So that was the writer's response to justified criticism.
It's like that one
it's like...
fucking challenged his critic to a fight in the damn boxing ring.
Yeah, box me.
Yeah, fucking fight me. You don't think my movie could fucking fight me?
That critic specifically had boxed for like 50 years and was like, oh, so you don't like my movie? I'll kick your ass, faggot. How do you like that?
Jesus Christ.
But yeah, just the booger thing, that got under my skin so hard, and it's so immature.
It doesn't even belong in the movie.
No.
Well, it's about emojis.
Well, that means that they literally wrote the movie knowing it was gonna have bad reviews.
At least they had the foresight to know that it was bad.
So at least they know.
Yeah.
And all the people who put their name on it, I hope regret it at least a little bit.
I mean, it's like...
You mean Sir Patrick Stewart? The Knight Patrick Stewart?
The poop.
Mr. Poop.
It's like, I don't know, it's like in elementary school, though, whenever you see, like, some big dude beating up a girl, and they're like, hey, that's bad, you shouldn't do that, and he's like, I know, but I don't care. Yeah. I'm still gonna do it anyway. It's like that same, like, childish mentality of, sure, I'm doing something wrong and I don't like it, but anyone who tries to say that is stupid.
It's gonna get sued by my dad, because he's a lawyer.
My dad works at Nintendo. He made the Emoji Movie, and he's not gonna stand for this.
Nintendo made the Emoji Movie. How's your all school year going?
Really well. We're all in different schools. Jeffrey goes to UK. He's a big old hockey star working for Papa John's, guys. Jeffrey's in commercials.
You saw that picture?
Let's take a break to talk about how our buddy Jeffrey Eisen, member of Almost Handsome, is in real commercials now.
No, I got a picture with Papa John's Mr. Slice. I'm going to pull it up right now.
We'll put it on the screen for anybody that's watching.
Will we actually put it on the screen?
Probably not. Text Jeffrey and he'll probably shoot.
Jeffrey's number is
5. But in all seriousness, though, I'm super proud of Jeffrey. He's starting this year for UK's hockey team. I'm a shit dick going to community college who's lonely. And then there's Jonah Rice. Our buddy Jonah Rice is still kicking it senior year, Woodford County High School. Go Jackets!
Best place on earth. Gold standard. Keep it safe, keep it responsible, keep it respectful.
Yeah. Let's talk about high school for a moment.
Yeah,
that's a good thing. When we started this channel, me and Seth were in high school.
We were your age, almost exactly.
We were starting our senior year. No, we were halfway through our
we were about where Jonah is whenever we started talking about it.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it was December.
Oh, the circle of life.
And now I've joined right at the same time you guys were thinking about starting.
That moment in high school is the apex of every human being's lives. If you want to be a part of Almost Handsome and you were right in that apex, shoot us a text, guys.
That's why we have 120 something subscribers.
That's exactly.
Because we're so good.
Because we know the best part of life. It's right there, mid semester, first semester, senior year.
Yeah, right about the time you just want to quit and die.
You join Almost Handsome.
God, I was outrageous.
And then you make jokes about wanting to quit and die.
Okay, yeah, let's actually get
let's talk about that
for a second. Okay, that's a good mythic morning thing. Don't say that.
What?
Good, let's talk about that.
Oh my I don't give a shit. If Rhett and Link find this and they're pissed about that, they can say it to my God. They can box me for God's sakes. Fight me, Rhett and Link. I dare you. I dare you to fight me. I've been a boxer for 20 years. I dare you.
We're going to make that the title. Seth wants to fight Rhett. That way we get more clicks on our video.
Yeah, that way they have to get like 35 minutes in to get to the...
See, now he gets it.
We got you.
No. Gotcha, bitch. Get it? You guys like that one?
All right, you can leave now. Nothing else funny is going to happen.
No, we're going to get serious right now. So I'm going to get really close. We're going to get serious. Okay. Not so specific.
Before Almost Handsome, I was really sad, and I had a gun in my mouth. That's not a joke. This isn't a joke.
This is a cry for help.
Well, it's not. I mean, I'm happy now, but I was in like a super low place at that point in life because I'm like, everybody is like, well, here's what I'm going to do with college, and here's my plan, and I know exactly what's going on, and I've known exactly what's going on. I've been doing these things for so long, but I was the kind of kid that was in like, I was in so many different clubs and did so many different sports all the way through my entire life, but like never stuck to one thing because I just never got that passion. What is it? What did you just say?
It's a humble brag.
That's the reason I wanted to kill myself. I'm not bragging. It's because I couldn't stick with anything. I didn't know what passion meant.
You had a reason to want to kill yourself.
Oh my God! It was a joke, guys. I take it back.
Yeah, we're his friends. No, go on.
But I mean,
actually,
it was like I didn't have anything.
Yeah.
That I felt like drive for. It was just like I'd do it, I'd be all right at it, and I'd be like, okay, cool.
But it wasn't fun.
Sometimes.
No, like that's like the mentality. Like, sure, I did it, but was it?
Yeah,
fun?
Exactly. And it was like there'd be like brief moments of enjoyment and all those different things. But like the only thing I really liked doing was being around my friends. Uh-huh. And at that point in your life, it's like everybody starts to get like weird and introspective because they're worried about the future, and everybody gets kind of distant. Mm-hmm. And so like the only person I had was my fantastic girlfriend, Kelsey. I know you're listening to this, and I love you and appreciate you.
What up, Kelsey?
But it was like
hope you're cutting the hair good.
She is. She's going to hair school. She's doing a great job.
Keeping up with her updates on Snapchat. Looks real nice.
She's doing good. We'll talk about that. We'll talk about that next.
That'll be the whole next podcast.
We'll not have Kelsey on.
No, we won't have her on. We'll just talk about what she's doing.
We'll have her text us live updates of how Paul Mitchell's going.
Yeah. Cool.
But it was like I only had that, and I felt like I was ruining that because I'm kind of a bit of a spastic douche sometimes, and I felt like things were fuck you. That means you agree. And so it was like I wasn't sure if I was ever gonna be like really happy because I'm like, God, I screw everything up, and I don't know what to do, and I feel like the only one thing good that I have going, I'm completely destroying just by being as sensitive and emotional as I tend to be.
You got another fucking joke. I'm gonna smack you.
Can we pause real quick?
Yeah.
I super gotta use the bathroom.
We'll be back. Hey guys, sorry, we're back. We're going to talk more about high school and sadness next time because we have a new little almost handsome family fun segment we're going to be doing from now on at the end of the podcast.
Do we have a name for this at all?
It's called Taking Questions from Our Best Friends on Twitter because we don't have a legitimate audience.
No, one of them was like someone new, weren't they?
There was like 2 actual fans.
It was zany.
And someone.
No, there's another one. I think
I remember Zany's question.
Yeah, I haven't looked at any of them. Except
We're gonna pull these back up. Yeah. We're all on our phones because we're all filthy freaking kids who can't. I think
there's only 6 questions. Millennials always on your phones, rotting the brains.
Stop these voices! I'm scared.
But I'm old.
All right.
Okay, so. Who wants to take the first question?
What is the first question? What we should probably do is...
The second question is
you read who it's from, and then...
We'll all go through and answer it.
We give like their @ too, so if you want to follow them.
All right, @TM Romulus asked, if you 3 almost handsomes combined, how handsome would you be? Not very, because the only actually handsome one is Jonah.
Yeah, it'd just be like 1.5 handsome guys.
Yeah.
I agree.
There's that. So the next one is from Pro for Everyone. He says, estimated time of arrival on Seth's beard, and also first impressions of D&D. I don't play D&D, so this is not a question.
You can't even answer that question.
That's just these 2 boys and almost handsome. So we play D&D.
I shouldn't be reading this question.
I don't know why that killed me. Okay, so ETN the beard. Looking like I come in pretty soon. I've been using your beard sauce that you let me Pro for Everyone.
Fucking, I love it when people call like stuff sauce. I heard someone refer to blood as body sauce.
Body sauce.
I lost my mind.
It also sounds a little gross.
Go on.
It is beard sauce. So I've been slathering it on, letting it grow in all disgusting and nasty.
You have to get
shave it even. Disgusting. That close-up picture was horrible.
You know what? I will post that on the video for sure.
I haven't seen this picture.
It's a good picture.
Fuck yeah.
But I've been letting it grow in like this picture, and then I'll shave it and then apply the beard sauce. I'm trying to get it to grow in good and even. So probably
I'm trying to
sometime within the next 6 to 8 months.
So I'll hop on this question too. No, my cousin is actually opening up her own hair salon, and like she knows like she has this stuff, and I was like, because I asked her, I was like, how can I get my mustache to grow in fuller? Because I shaved it.
They got mustache grow.
No, exactly. She was like, well, I use this stuff because she had not for her mustache,
for the back of her head,
for her, yeah. And she was like, it's actually for, like, black people. And she was like, but it works very well. And so she was like, just put it on your lip or wherever you need hair, and it's going to work really well because, like...
Some good old mustache ketchup, Jeffrey.
Also, D&D is fun.
D&D is fun. Jonah's a bear. I'm a big fish.
Really?
And I'm not a big gay. I'm a literal bear.
I've been thinking about getting into it because not only have you guys started playing it, the like people I play online games with that I don't know in person, I just know them from online. They've all played it too, and they're all like gone for hours at a time playing. Like they played it for 6 hours the other day straight. Sorry.
Yeah.
And so I've been thinking about it, and like in theirs, I never actually joined. I was
have you been like listening?
I was just one of their pack mule. One of them owned a mule, like you know how you buy stuff before the adventure starts.
Ours hasn't gotten there yet.
Yeah, we're pretty early on in the campaign.
We're doing a one-off right
It's like
now.
it's like a prologue.
Who's your all's dungeon master?
Pro for Everyone.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
okay,
Pro for Everyone.
Yeah. Well, they did a roll.
He's good. He's really good.
They did a roll to see. It's like a certain out of whatever. And it's a roll to see if anybody knew anybody before the story takes place.
Sure.
And they were almost all done, ready to go. And I was like, wait, you guys have to roll to see if you all knew me, the mule, before the story started.
So like they
it's like you run into into this bar and you make friends with this mule who you don't see for 6 years.
Yeah,
and
then
you come back and then you buy him as a
like that has to be the one.
And I can't talk. All my points were just in like apparently just strength or whatever. Like that was it. Because I was just carrying.
Because you're a mule.
But yeah. Anyway, so
next question, Jonah. You'll take this one.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I know which question I'm gonna answer.
Okay.
At Hamburger Camera, who smells the most like cheese and why?
It'd probably be you.
It's gotta be Jonah.
I was gonna say,
what's your username?
Hands down me. Well, on Twitter it's whitest rice.
Oh fuck.
That goes good
cheese
with cheese.
Is good on
yeah. But yeah, like my name and like everything is cheeserific. It was originally Cheese1008, so I'd say I'm pretty cheesy.
Shit.
Both as a person and in the cheese. I like being covered in cheese.
That's why he smells like cheese. Yeah. You just can't get this guy out of the stuff. I
absolutely fucking reek. But at least I'm handsome.
Agreed. Next
question,
one,
Seth.
Coming from @ZyleFlame. Which sci-fi universe would you want to live in, and which do you think is the most realistic? If I had to pick one to live in, I definitely wouldn't pick any of like the modern sci-fi, because I feel like sci-fi has kind of gotten on this like neo-futuristic.
Yeah,
it's like this really
by sci-fi. What are the guidelines?
It's one of those
science fiction.
Yes, science fiction. It's just that's a big umbrella. I feel like science fiction as of recent, unless it's like a big franchise like Trek or Wars, it's gotten kind of like apocalypsy and upsetting.
True.
So if I had to pick one to live in, if I can be like Marty McFly and live into the Back to the Future universe,
that's a good one.
Definitely going Back to the Future, because that's one of my favorite franchises of all time. Like, okay, so like obviously first place my mind went when I heard this was Star Wars, right?
Yeah.
But I don't want to live in Star Wars. I'd fucking suck.
Yeah.
But if I'm Marty McFly,
because they destroyed planets of people.
Exactly. But if I'm Marty McFly, by default, I've already got all the things that made him cool, except the guitar.
That is true.
For some reason, the only thing I can think of is Wall-E.
Wall-E?
That would be absolutely horrible.
No, the fat people in Wall-E live like kings. That'd be great.
But aren't they just like they like live right next to each other and they just like eat and sleep?
Yeah, that's all they have to do.
It's eat, sleep, consume.
Consume what?
The content.
YouTube.
Yeah. Oh. Minecraft videos.
I like Steve. Spider-Man X Elsa.
Notch was in that movie.
No, they don't have those anymore. They got rid of them.
They did?
Yeah.
What a blessing.
I feel like...
that.
Which one's the most realistic?
If I'm going for realism, probably...
Back to
Back to the Future?
It could be sort of realistic if
Back to the Future
was ever a thing.
I guess. I feel like if one was going to be realistic, it'd have to be something in like the vein of Ex Machina, where there's like an AI that's kind of gotten too smart. Because there's a lot of movies about that.
Yeah, there are already like some AI that
are getting to that level.
Answer questions in ways they weren't programmed.
Oh,
yeah.
Is that you talking about the Facebook thing?
No.
Do you know about the Facebook thing?
I don't know about the Facebook thing. I think I know what Joe was talking about.
You say that, then I'll say the story that
Well, it was basically just like an Android they made, and it's like, God, I can't even remember the question now. She just said something really weird and like out of the blue.
I know what you're talking about. Oh, it was something about killing people.
Yeah,
they shut
the person asked like, would you take over humans if you were able to? And she just like gave a funny look because like this android has facial featured capabilities.
Is it the ones that look like real, like sort of?
Yeah,
like they're in that uncanny valley. They're in that uncanny valley.
They look almost real.
It just made like a funny facial expression and just said yes.
Yeah,
so
you know what fucking happened? They shut her down and then like a month later turned her back on, and she was like pissed that they turned her off.
No,
so they had to shut her down. Yeah,
it's like the Facebook. They didn't have like they weren't like people. They were just two computers who were they were connected. I
have heard about this,
and this is what it was freaky. They started communicating in code that people didn't know.
Yeah, they made up their own language.
They made up their own language based off English and like all this other. And I could be butchering the story, but I thought that was absolutely crazy.
And that's a little scary.
Yeah, it's super scary.
They started communicating and knowing and like it would be words like they would repeat, but the amount of times it repeated meant something, because it would be like, would you be there, and like it like. The amount of words they said meant something.
I've seen screenshots of this. Yeah.
It was terrifying because, like, Elon Musk, that whole the
Tesla
Motors.
And
the SpaceX guy.
Yep.
His big thing right now, other than Tesla and SpaceX, is shutting down progress on AI, which I understand, and it's kind of scary because like. The fact I didn't know that story, but that she was turned back on and she was mad that freaks me out.
There's some scary AI stuff. Tesla, he's on some futuristic shit, but that's a big rabbit hole to go down, like the whole Earth's a simulation thing.
That's a whole podcast right there.
Yeah, we should talk about that next time. Actually, I'd love to. But anyway, next question coming from @TM_Peanut, and that's PNUT, one of our best friends, Mr. Jordan Elkins. Biggest creative inspirations. Also, who is scarier, the new or the old Pennywise the Clown from It?
I hope our 20-minute conversation about It earlier satisfied you. I'm going to answer that one first.
Yeah, go for it.
It's a quick one. I do think the new one's scarier than the old one.
I haven't seen either.
Really?
Have you not seen a picture of either?
Well, no, I know what he looks like. He's
That's it.
Yeah, that's kind of...
Like old compared to new, which one do you think looks freakier?
He is just a clown.
That's exactly... See, I think the new one's scarier too. The reason that Jordan asked that, I think, is because we've had like a big debate about this recently. We're like getting a poll, asking all our buddies and people on the fucking street, trying to figure out if the new or the old Pennywise is scarier. If I saw them both, New Pennywise has been called overly scary by a lot of the people that we've asked.
That's
but
true.
He does look like that. He looks like a Tim Burton character. So I think one of our friends made that comparison. That's a good one. But he looks like a Tim Burton character. But if I saw him in classic Pennywise, who's a normal clown, standing in the street, I'd turn tail and run from the demon.
Yeah.
Because that's what the new Pennywise looks like.
Yeah. And going back to, this is all I'm going to say. I think that's what made the original one very, very scary as a kid. Well, one, we were kids when we saw it.
Yep.
That's going to make us scared already. Because it's about scaring kids.
It doesn't look like a demon. It looks like something.
It just looks like a normal clown.
Yeah.
So that's why people are afraid of clowns now, because they are normal clowns.
Yeah, because it's a normal thing that they made scary through its actions, not the way it was designed.
Yeah, so...
I can get why people think it's scarier.
But looking, like if I saw two, new Pennywise is scarier.
That's who I'd turn... Yeah, exactly. Yeah. I'd be more scared to see new Pennywise in an alleyway than the clown. Even though I'd be freaked out by both. It's uncanny valley. Jonah, give your vote on this one. New or old Pennywise?
The new one. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Anyway, so the creative one, I'll let you all go first, because I've been thinking about this one for like a day, because we tweeted this out like yesterday or something. I've been trying to think. I kind of have an answer, but not really.
Jonah, do you want to shoot first? Because I know mine. If you don't.
I mean, I don't really think about this that often. Just thinking about it right now. I really like all the work Ego Raptor has done. Just like how he, like his whole story was that like he wanted to be a voice actor, but no one had any work, so he got on Newgrounds and started animating his own stuff to voice act, and then that's where he like started off.
I didn't know that. I knew he wanted.
Yeah, he talked about that recently.
Ego Raptor, that man grinds like no other.
Oh my god, he does. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. That's what I want to do. Is I want to be a voice actor. So he's pretty incredible, just in what he does, and he's really good at it.
Yeah, I totally get that one. That's awesome, because everything with the Game Grumps, Ego Raptor is like built from the ground up, and it's super cool.
Oh my god, empire.
Empire is a very good word for it.
This is completely off the topic, but did you see their office tour?
Yeah, it's nuts.
It's really cool.
It's unbelievable.
And he built that from the ground up.
Exactly.
From Newgrounds.
He's an awesome dude.
So what is yours?
I've got two. Mm-hmm. Both are sort of in a similar vein. One is Bo Burnham and the other is Matt Johnson.
I see Bo Burnham and you a lot, because I've been over the summer. I had this like 3-week phase where I like to listen to Bo Burnham stuff, because I worked full time over the summer.
Yeah,
and so I listened to stuff, and I would turn on What or Make Happy and listen to it like a podcast, even though a lot of it is visual.
Yeah,
but like especially
he's funny enough, especially
with Make Happy. That's a big visual with the lights and everything.
Yeah, Make Happy was
so that one was
like
hard.
a movie.
But what? Yeah, it was so good.
But yeah, Bo is amazing in like every single regard, and it's just like, okay, so him and Matt both. Most people are probably familiar with Bo Burnham, but Matt Johnson.
I don't know.
That's the blonde guy from Nirvana, the band. He's the one who actually directed and wrote it.
Yeah.
Him and Jay did it together, but he went on to make a couple feature films on his own, and just his whole story of getting out of film school, not knowing what to do, starting online and making this cult web series that was just hysterical and way ahead of its time, and then going on to produce 2 movies completely out of his own pocket, using only his friends as actors, and just making this absolutely revolutionary style of filmmaking. Like, the stuff that Matt has put out is, and I know this is often something that people say about movies, it's true with Matt. The movies that he makes are not unlike anything you'll ever see. It's like he's blending like this surrealist humor with documentary style filmmaking, and now he's using it to make like these really profound, important stories that everyone should listen, like tackling real social issues. This guy's just a genius, and I love everything that he's done. And then Bo, it's sort of in the same vein. He started online and had like a cult following, and then went on to go into traditional media and just leaps and bounds with what he was doing, where he made like Zack Stone. Both the stand-up specials are phenomenal. He recently helped write, what is the name of the movie? The Big Sick. And this guy, like, he's just going places. And he started online just messing around because he wanted to be creative. And Matt Johnson essentially did the same thing, only he'd been to film school. And it's like both of their stories, which I can't get into because I think we're getting close to time constraints, were just, I don't know, they touched me, and it's something that I'd like to do, because we're starting here super small, no cult following or anything, but online is where I got my experience. It's where I found out that I'm genuinely interested in stuff like film and filmmaking and just media production in general. And both these guys started online and became phenomenal in their own skin when they had the opportunity to flourish. And I love that about them. Your creative inspirations, Jeffrey?
There's, I don't know. I'm not gonna name. Well, I will name specific. Super Mega is definitely probably the biggest one. I go all the way back to Syndigo is a huge one. That's what made me. Because senior year they were still around. Actually, September 18th is the anniversary of when Daniel Kyer, who is very,
when he passed away.
Yeah, when he passed away.
Yeah,
and he's incredibly good at music, and the reason I liked them was Syndigo was because I saw us in them.
Yeah,
and I saw you as Daniel because you were very good at music, at like setting up frames and stuff like that. And then Ryan, who was really good, like he's just really funny. I really like him. Jeez, there's a fucking fly in here. But I literally breathed it in.
Okay, hold on. I'll stop for a sec. All right, he went to go wash his mouth out.
Jeez, I've never had a fly in my mouth before.
Sorry that had to happen live on the air.
No, anyway, yeah, I saw me and you and them, and then Matt joined, and at first Matt was the new guy. I didn't really know who he was.
Jonah alert! We're getting a Jonah alert right now.
No, and I'm not trying to compare us to someone else. Like I do think we are original.
Yeah.
But Matt was the new person, and I was like, I don't really like him all right now. And then I went and watched his stuff, and I was like, oh, he's his own guy, and I like him a lot. And then whenever Daniel did pass away, they made Super Mega. I was like, oh shit, Super Mega's really funny. Like,
yeah.
I like it a lot. And so they're big. I'd say they're a lot of comedy inspiration, I think.
They're big on me too. I almost said them, but they just haven't gotten as far into traditional media to where I can say that they're like really influencing my life, because Matt and Bo both did. But keep going.
Oh yeah. So Super Mega. It's a lot of YouTube stuff, and I do have one outside of YouTube that I can talk about. But the second one would probably be, and this is a relatively new thing. I found them in like June or July or something like that. Was the Sugar Pine 7 people?
Oh yeah.
Like I've bought merch from 2 YouTube people. It's Super Mega.
Don't you mean purchased, you knave? Martin? Don't you mean purchased, you fool? Feeling a bit foolish, aren't we, Jeffrey?
I fucking love when you do that voice. But anyway, so yeah, I purchased merch from Sugar Pine 7 and Super Mega. And Sugar Pine 7 is Steven Suptic, who's he has a long story too. He started out making old Minecraft videos. Like, I'm not joking.
That's
like,
good.
He directed Minecraft stuff. And he got picked up by I think it was like Machinima and stuff. And he kept starting these companies when he was like our age and stuff that kept failing because he was our age and he couldn't get it to work out. And then eventually Brett from Cow Chop Now brought him, I think, to Machinima. And then he left and went to SourceFed, and then SourceFed got shut down. And he was like, I don't know what to do, so I'm going to start filming stuff with my friends. And that's what became Sugar Pine 7, who is now an affiliate of Rooster Teeth. Like, they're part of Rooster Teeth. They meet people like James Allen McCune is one of them now. Like, he's their editor.
Yeah.
He was also in Blair Witch. Like, he's an actual actor.
He's involved with the industry.
It's cool to see someone involved in that industry involved in this industry, and so
especially going from there, from the top to.
Yeah, a lot of people would see that.
We'll not call it the bottom, but
a lot of people see that
a step to the side.
Down.
We'll say it's like a parallel to traditional media.
To see him not care.
Yeah.
To see him not care. It's not like he's not trying to get roles in movies and stuff. He still is, but
naturally.
But to see him take a step down and be like, oh yeah, I like this stuff. It's cool. It made me feel like, oh okay, it's legit. It's cool. It's fun.
Yeah.
So I like them. Sugar Pine 7 and Super Mega are like the two inspirations, I guess.
Those are 2 awesome people to take inspiration from, because I love both those channels.
I love them
and
so much.
I'll make like Matt, and I'll masturbate in your room to pictures of your grandmother.
that is how Matt introduced himself to the other boys in Syndigo.
Yeah. Oh fuck! Oh my god! Their podcast today, actually.
I haven't listened to it yet.
It's so good. It's the deepest one they have. They talk about a lot of stuff.
Oh, because today's the anniversary.
Yeah. And
I'll listen to it as soon as we stop doing
this.
It's
very good, and that's why they talk about that song I sent you, and that song is so good. But anyway, the outside of YouTube inspiration, would be let's see. This is like a sports thing. I don't know how many people who watch sports.
Probably a few.
But specifically hockey. Matt Murray is the current goalie for the Pittsburgh Penguins, and he's 22 years old, and he's won the Stanley Cup 2 years in a row.
Barely older than us.
He's still technically a rookie with 2 Stanley Cups.
That's fucking incredible.
When he was 18, he was, I don't know if he was drafted by the Penguins or what, but the Penguins noticed him and stuff, and he'd been playing juniors and minors and all this stuff. And eventually he got called up, which was last year. And last year during the 16-17, or no, 2 years ago, which was the 15-16, our senior year, he played a little bit and he was okay. But then towards the end, they started playing him like close to the playoffs and he started getting really good. And Marc-Andre Fleury, I think he got hurt. And so Murray was the only goalie they really had.
Yeah.
And as a rookie, his first season in the NHL, he led the Penguins to a Stanley Cup. And I was like, oh, that's really cool. And then this year, he became the starter and led them to a second Stanley Cup, which is, there's only a handful of teams who have won back-to-back, years. And I just think that's really cool as a 22-year-old to have that down already. Like some of the most, the most accomplished sports athletes in the world can't say they've even won the
Stanley Cup,
or the whatever.
So this guy's shaping up to be the best hockey player in history.
And
he's very good
only
right now.
going to improve until
exactly.
Yeah, that's bonkers, dude. I had no idea who this guy is. You're gonna get me into hockey.
Hockey is really interesting to watch.
I fucking love it. We're going to watch Jeffrey's first hockey game tomorrow night.
I'm very excited about that. Actually, when you texted me, I got really happy. So
good.
Yeah, so that's
so fun to watch.
That's my inspirations for that. But yeah, so that's all. That's not all the questions. We got one more.
Yeah, okay. Our last question is from at Zany @SS_SSB, and it says, "Nigga sex?" I'd say yeah.
Hey guys, Seth here. One quick thing to tack on to the end of the podcast, and that is an opportunity to donate to relief funds for Hurricane Harvey and Hurricane Irma. People in the United States of America, and if it is your country, people in your country are really suffering right now. And I think that if you have the ability, the money, the time, and you can do it, then you should be donating. So I'm going to try and find a good, non-biased, nonprofit charity and link it in the description for you to donate. This isn't something that we were sponsored or asked to do. Obviously, we have 100 subscribers. But anyway, I just figured I'd throw it down there and give you guys the opportunity. Little known fact, though, I actually wanted to bring this up during the podcast, but Jonah and Jeffrey laughed in my face and said that the people who were suffering actually deserved it. Little cruel, not going to lie, but I figured I'd tack it on at the end here anyway. They can't mind that, right? Go down in the description, click the link. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. Goodbye.